making the whole scene is sinking. Big dog, about to bring the motherfucking pain. Lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in, lock it in. I'm back in the fucking building again!
Come on, man.
Let's go, champ!
Come on, man.
Damn, ladies.
Oh, we back.
This?
We back. We back. Relax. We're going to hop right back into it. Because that's the only way to do it.
My man!
Part 2 of protecting your peace. Get out of here, you crazy kids. So, all right, man. We're just going to dive right into it, you know. Protecting your peace, man. Shucks, man. This is what a lot of y'all need to understand, man. Outside of the relationship thing and the family thing, y'all gotta understand there's a lot of outside forces that also go along with this. Some of y'all gotta understand that let's start at your job, man. We all have various and different occupations. And some of us, sometimes, you know what? I don't want to just say work. I don't want to just say work in your job. I want to say whatever workload in general. Because not everybody has a job that they would call like a job. But the workload from that is job-like. So let's just say the workload. Yeah, you feel me? Like I feel like, so hell yeah, because I got you. I'm here, but the database is always the hamsters on the wheel. He chasing those pellets, baby. I'm going to make sure we keep it in the media. Y'all know how I'm rocking. So let's just say, to those who have a job and those who have the workload that they have to front and come home and not always be the person that can distribute love and energy, time, and all the little things that come with sentimental things with being home and being with your family, if you have one, and or just being home in your personal space. This what a lot of y'all, including myself from time to time, I have to tell myself this. Work has to stay at work. It has to stay at work.
Facts.
Now, I get it. There's a lot of overachievers that's probably under the side of my voice who don't want to be half-assers or probably don't want to be the type of people who are labeled as, you know what I mean, the type that may not be serious about their craft. And I get that. You know what I mean? We're in that era where, you know, everybody wants that overnight success. So everybody's always thinking of the new thing that's going to make them those meals, as you young pups say, you know. But, or I am. I'm sorry. I am. So, this is what y'all need to understand, man. That guy's good. Let me switch this.
Hey,
over.
boy,
So
the nigga whole style is chump.
Something so unprofessional. Sit here, oh, goat mouth ass nigga. So, y'all have to understand this, man. Sometimes your peace may have already been disrupted because you're already slightly stressed, right?
Perhaps.
So let's say you transfer that energy in your personal place of peace. After a while, especially if you have a family or is building a family or have a significant other, you bring all that home and dump that on them. Aww. What the hell are they supposed to do with that? What are they supposed to do with the fact that you had a bad day? Your boss treated you shitty, your co-workers was on some bullshit, man, treated you shitty, might have snitched you out, or might have made it seem like they were doing more than what they were doing, taking credit for your work. What's that got to do with what's going on in your home? See, a lot of y'all don't understand. This goes for women and men. A lot of y'all work premeditatedly to build up something and make it a sanctuary, which is normally your home. Your home becomes a sanctuary in a sense. And the worst thing you can do is start bringing outside energy into it, and it starts becoming a silent internal battle. A lot of y'all walk around wondering why your significant other ain't really trying to touch you, ain't really trying to deal with you, or your kids half-ass want to interact with you, and your family might be acting funny towards you, yada yada. So because you're spending your time outside of the time that you're already giving somebody, or giving the attention that you're giving your workload.
Jesus Christ.
Pause. I should have paused that the first time, right? It's crazy. I'm out of pocket. I'm just trying to keep my shit, get off my neck. Yeah. But you got to understand, especially if you have other people that dwell in your home in the sanctuary, you got to understand you're disrupting their peace. Just because you chose to come here like an asshole, why should we be the victims of that? Why did you leave that? Why did you tell them how you felt? Start now. Why you so upset? You so mad? Why did you let them know how you felt before you brought your ass in? Maybe you felt a little better if you'd blow off some of that steam respectfully and understood that your voice was heard, or that you got your point across of how you feel today. Again, respectfully. I ain't saying go out and cuss nobody out, call everybody out their name. I said get your point across respectfully. If you're grown, you know the type of shit I'm on. So you going out here doing all that BS type of shit I don't condone. Don't say the big man sent you because you told yourself wrong. You understand me? That ain't what I said. Not so whatsoever. You hear me? I said somebody I need to listen more than you speak. And that's what I'm doing. I'm speaking right now. So shut up. And receive these words. But and to the people in the home, you need to be addressing this shit before it gets out of pocket. See, one thing I used to do landscaping. Shout out to my man B forever, nigga. Thank you. Because he put me in a lucrative place in life. But this is what came with that lucrative position that I fought so hard to get. It came with a lot of time away from my family. It came with certain stress on my personal relationship. And it came with my kids. They always love me because I'm there, but not having the same bond with me as I was seeing they had with their mom at the time. Shit was starting to really fuck with me. Aww. And I told y'all before, man, I ain't no money rule the world face ass nigga. That ain't who I am. That ain't the type of spirit that I, you know what I mean, that I be with her within me. That's not what makes me just always the decisions got to be based off the money. Because sometimes y'all need to understand, chasing a bag will get your ass alone. Why? You end up with everything you want in fucking life just to end up alone with it.
Message.
Just to end up alone with it. And I was always smart enough to understand that shit was FOE, nigga, family over everything. So I would, as I started getting this money, and it was good money. I mean, my goodness, shout out to me. Shout out to me. I said, I love you, big. You hear me? I love him so much he was at my wedding.
Cha real smooth.
I said, I love him so much him and his family. His wife was at my wedding. That's how much them gentlemen meant to me for what he did for me and mine. But it came a time where when I understood, even though I'm making this type of money, I'm like, this is the crazy part, bro. When you start making a certain type of money and you're not into money, because when I get money, bro, like I told y'all prior, bro, I spread love. Like I want to see everybody else happy. I'm trying to see what I can do to make everybody else happy. If I can throw a little something in that instant, I ain't no dumb either. I didn't say I was trying to feed half of those who need. I just said I like to see people happy. So whatever small part I can play in happiness, I try to play. I ain't Donald Trump or the doo-doo old Microsoft. I'm sorry. You hear me? Because I've yet to walk through bill scales.
Pause that
But
shit.
you know that y'all. That's the part of the y'all. They on turtle brain ass nigga. I'm too fast for them. I'm too fast for them. But G shit, I just say, okay. Some of y'all need to understand, man. It's cool to want to be the best version of yourself, especially as a man. And not saying a woman should be. A woman should be out and get her bag too. But as a man, I play the provider role. It gets difficult when it don't go your way. And it's even more challenging when it is. Because when it is going your way, most of the time it comes with a sacrifice. That sacrifice is time.
Facts.
Let me tell you something, man. I learned this a long time ago. And this shit changed my perspective, G. I seen some wealthy ass cats before out here. In the business world and in the streets. They come up, they get their bag, they do what they do. They do all the things to build their family to the highest peak. But this is the thing. They get so addicted to building that they don't understand it's time to appreciate what's already been built. It's time to invest time into the foundation of what's already been standing on. See, you can only keep extending from the foundation of what you've built but so long until you run out of room. And once you run out of room, you better hope you not ended up in one alone. Whoa! Because you don't put such a wedge between you and what you was initially doing for self. See, we lie to ourselves sometimes about certain things. And sometimes we don't understand that us going out our way to build this lifestyle is bigger than us. Because some of us are out here trying to break these generational curses.
Facts.
But at the same time, you've already established something that you're building it for. You can't neglect that. Because if you're a good mom, a good dad, and you know you're sacrificing, the worst thing that can happen is that when you start coming home, you don't feel saw, heard, or appreciated. And that's what's going to happen at some point, one of the three. Because you're not gonna feel like you get saw that much because you're not there enough. You're not gonna feel like you're heard enough because you haven't invested enough time in the home lately for your voice to have the power it's supposed to be when it's time to sit on business. And you're not gonna feel like the part of you that has the authority and has been the key contributor to what's going on is being appreciated properly. Because the first two ain't been recognized, potentially. When you have kids, y'all need to understand this and understand this well, man. When you have kids, your sole purpose is to let them see you be the best human being that you can be, while being that for them and teaching them. At some point, you can only hope and pray that everything that they've seen you do, if you did it the right way, has trickled down to them and they've caught a portion of it. Most kids, they go catch it all because the kids are kids, they get distracted. But you can only hope they get a portion of it. And this is where it gets tricky with the piece. Those three things I just named, like I told you, when I was doing my landscaping job, and shout out to the guys. You know what I mean? We put in a lot of crazy hours out there. You know what I mean? It was only 3 of us, but we weren't, well, it was 4 of us including B, but hell, it was 5 of us including B. But hell, we worked like we was a 10-man team when it was time to. So, this is what y'all need to understand. At the time when I was working for B, outside of him himself, me and him was the only one that had a family at the time. I worked with 2 other gentlemen that had what they had going on, but they didn't have a foundational situation. Let's just say that. They didn't have a foundational situation like me and B. So I would be the main one lashing out when it was time, when we would choose to work on Saturdays from time to time. Let's just make this clear. I know some of y'all like, well, shit, if it was so much of a whatever, why'd you just stop? I didn't say it was a problem. I just talked because I told y'all I was trying to do something for my family. What I did with that gentleman did pay off for me now. I was smart enough to do what I needed to do for my money, with my money, and invest in certain things, do certain things, and put myself in a lucrative position for me not to be hurt. So just like I said, shut up and listen before you come. I know some of y'all like that. Yeah, I just don't hold on to that shit. I'm going somewhere. So at some point, I realized something was off between me and my lady. At some point, I realized my kids, they only really wanted to be around me certain times. I didn't understand because I was so irritated with certain things that from work, I would bring that shit home. Nothing I would do, my body language, the way I spoke, my actions. I used to be so tired sometimes. Hell, I'd sit in the bathroom just like an hour. Sit on the fucking toilet. I ain't even doing that. I'm just on my phone scrolling. It's 7 or 8 o'clock. They've been home from their days since like 4 or 5. That's an additional 3 hours I got to catch up on. You doing this 6 days a week. You really only spending 2 hours a night with them. You hoping what my man say for fences. What that nigga Denzel say? I do the best I can. I go out here, I give you everything I got. I get my check, I put it on the counter, and I try to climb upstairs and blast a hole into forever. That nigga Denzel on fences. That nigga said, I try to blast, and then I try to blast a hole in forever.
Bang, bang.
See, you get such a, and this is a good reference to understand certain shit in decision making too. Fences is an amazing movie. I love that movie. So detrimental to understanding how certain shit can go wrong when you take certain shit for granted with time and peace. I swear to God, you really need to see Fences if you ain't seen it. Lock in. But anyway, that's what was going on. See, I knew I wasn't going to be there forever. And the crazy part is, B would always come pull me to the side and be like, you good? You good? And I would only be, I stayed there so long because he showed me he was willing to get out there and work the way he was trying to request that we work for him. See, it makes a difference when your boss get out there and do everything that he's requesting from you. If it's 8, 9 o'clock, guess what? I'm looking over his asses right there. That makes a difference. Because now I don't feel played. But you study long, you study wrong. I read what was going on at home wrong. I didn't understand I was fucking up my peace there. I didn't understand I was compromising what I had there. I didn't understand that I was putting myself in a backward situation with my kids where the respect was there, but the gratitude and the gratefulness of what my sacrifice for being out so late I didn't feel like it was there. Aww. And it wasn't their fault. I didn't communicate that shit. I didn't know how to. Because all I knew is I'm out here killing myself to make sure y'all good. And that's what we fuck up in life. We go out here and we have the intent to be about whatever the mission is. But at some point, we forget the mission was to handle just this. Handle the business in a feasible time and fashion. Don't go overboard, but always make time for those who you know deserve it and are going to need it in the long run. My wife today was my girlfriend then. You get what I'm saying? She didn't have to deal with a lot of that shit. She could have easily just said, look, man, I appreciate everything you're doing. I don't feel like I'm getting the attention that I need. And whatever. See, this is how shit happens in relationships. You get what I'm saying? Me working the way I was working, she could have easily went out here and just been fucking off crazy. Fact. As a man on some G shit, if you did, I couldn't be fucking but so mad at the time because I knew how the position that I was putting you in for its time and attention. It's not fair that I only see you I'm only communicating with you 10 hours out of the week. And then Saturday, I'm barely half-ass wanting to do anything because I'm so fucking tired if I'm not working that Saturday. You get what I'm saying? See, I'm grown. I'm grown. There's certain shit I can be comprehensive because who's to say if I wanted that position, I don't know how I would have felt. You hear what I'm saying? I don't know how I would have felt. This is how real this conversation can get when it just comes to just work, my nigga. Some of y'all need to understand. Oh, I never talked about the two joints. That's pretty much that on me though. Not too much on me. Start there. Just know if I didn't have a dope, mentally strong John who wanted to continue to build and actually try to understand what was going on and was down for the cause. And like I said, dog, for whatever reason, if the nigga did get off on me because I can't even say shit too fucking much, my nigga. Because she was holding down so fucking much at that time. Aww. That's here nor fucking there. Here. Moving on. But nah. The joint about the two, you know what I mean, like the motherfucker in the street, whatever, and the businessman. This is what you need to understand. They all can fall victim to just that little statement I said about my lady, G. Nobody's safe from their man or woman being swindled or squandered or corrupted or manipulated into a whatever moment with somebody, especially if they're not getting time and attention or appreciation. See, I had to learn to come home and be grateful that my woman was cooking, the house was clean, the kids was clean, everything was straight, my clothes was probably about ready for me to go take a bath. I had to understand that that shit isn't something that she had to do as a girlfriend. That wasn't her fucking place. That wasn't her fucking place. You get what I'm saying? As far as when it came to me, the kids is one thing, but when it came to me, she made sure I was good and she was understanding to it. She would listen to how my day was. She would tell me about her day. I would listen to her day. I would have whatever conversation I could with the kids, play with the kids for maybe an hour and a half, not even. Then right before they had to go to bed, or I extend their bedtime just so I could have time. Aww. You get what I'm saying? And again, none of this reflects on my man, because it was a choice. I knew the sacrifice that came with the choice. I'd never seen that much money from the county I'm in at one time. And the way that I was being blessed, man, I can only hope of getting paid like that. Because if I wanted to go fuck off, I had the money to fuck off. And in the back of my mind, I had to think like that. Maybe my lady know I'm caking so fucking heavy that if I wanted to fuck off, it's easy for me to say I'm out working late.
Shit like
See,
that,
we have to be grown when it comes to real shit. The higher you move up that motherfucking financial totem pole, the easier it is to plant seeds of deceit in somebody's mind. Because even though they're getting what they want, they know how easy how it ain't shit for you just to give that. What somebody might think is, oh shit, I can't believe. You know what I mean? Shit was nothing. All of us at that time, in that little whatever, we was good. We was good. We was cashing out, having the time of our lives. We probably bought whatever the fuck. I'm more than sure at that time period, out of all four of us, man, we probably bought more shit. We expedited our lifestyle. We really did, bro. We expedited a lifestyle off of fucking doing what we was doing. And our boss paid us well for it, bro. He compensated us well. And as time progressed, he started to understand, because I always would tell him, he wanted to work all these Saturdays and shit. They say, man, I'm not the only one in the family. Just know, Just know, and shout out to my homies, man. Smith crazy. My goddamn my Smith brothers. They crazy ass. After a while, I would always tell them, look, man, you better start working so many Saturdays, nigga, because you have a wife.
Oh shit!
You have a wife. And these niggas is petty. You know, these niggas is mad petty. So they just stirred the pot because they know at the end of the day it's going to register. He had to understand too, nigga, you got to start spending time with your family as well, sir. You got all this dope shit going. The business gonna be here. We gonna be here. We gonna bust our ass for you. You don't prove that. We know you gonna do right for us. We ain't worried about that. At that point, we all motherfuckers started getting them Saturdays off because he started dedicating that time to his family. Because he started understanding that maybe she is feeling neglected. Maybe he did need to start giving her and his newborn child at some point this extra time and attention. And it all worked out in his family. And to this day, I love him. That motherfucker's a man, dog. That motherfucker's a man. Young nigga doing this shit too. Like, it won't know to do what he did. I ain't seen nobody in this county do it to his degree. And big salute, B. I love you, my dude. So, but anyway. And shout out to everybody that, you know what I mean, the whole crew was working, kicking shit. I love y'all niggas too, man. Y'all get on my fucking nerves from time to time out there, but we had some great fucking times. I never forget a lot of that shit. I love y'all crazy asses, man. We became a whole unit out there, man. I love y'all niggas, man. But anyway, y'all got to understand that shit could be a detrimental thing if you not paying attention to it. Another thing is, your kids.
Oh shit!
These damn kids. I ain't gonna make all damn bit out of this. Some of y'all got to understand, man. Y'all can't, when these kids get to a certain age, they gonna get to a certain age, they done learned what they learned, they done into what they into, they got it or they didn't, bro. It comes a time, bro, you can't keep holding somebody's hand and expect them to get it.
Facts.
Some people have to fall harder than others in order for you to understand that either this is going to be somebody who's going to continuously need help, or this is somebody who's going to have to suffer through it, and they're going to be strong enough to make it through it. The hardest thing in the world, that as a parent we had to see, was either watching our kids walk or learn how to ride a bike. I'm going to tell you why. Because at any given time, that could have came with a consequence of pain. Had they not been consistent with just knowing how to move forward.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? Anytime a kid stops in either one of those situations, learning how to walk or riding a bike, that's when the pain comes. Anytime you stop looking back, that's when either you're going to bust your ass or you're going to crash. There's no in between on that, bro. We got to understand, we got to start bracing ourselves for that little ass busting pause or that little crash pause. Because these are key factors that y'all need to understand. We learn from pain. And the earlier that it is received the healthy way, not on no bullshit, the earlier that it is received, the better off these kids gonna be. The better off your mental will be. The better off your health gonna be. The better off y'all as a unit will be. Because at the end of the day, it is no way some of y'all let these kids run y'all fucking life, and y'all in y'all 40s, hell, from 28 to damn 60 something, and y'all just sitting here letting these kids still run y'all life, dropping these babies off on y'all, staying at your house, not giving a damn, not cleaning it up, making you feel like you still owe they grown ass something when you've done nothing but offer, give, and put yourself at the position of loss. Look, man, it's time out for that shit. Some of y'all wake up miserable because of your own damn creations. And it's time to put the hoofs down. It's time to say no. It is time to say, no, boss. No. I will not just be your in-house babysitter when you want. I will not just give you money because you mismanage yours. I will not sit here and feel obligated to keep letting you come in and out of my house because you keep making stupid living arrangements with people that you know not gonna deal with you and your shit because of how you deal with things and abuse things with me alone. I will not let you feel like you're going to keep running my vehicle down to the damn ground when you too lazy to go out here and get one for yours. Every time I get it back, the son bitch below the damn E, but when you get it, it's above the damn F. Make it make sense. I get it. A lot of y'all feel like y'all ain't going to give up on my kid, and I love that for you. I do. I love it so fucking much. I hope they don't fucking kill you. I hope they don't fucking kill you. I said it just like I said it. Because at the end of the fucking day, when a kid gets to a certain fucking age, his job is to make sure that his parents or parent sees that he got it or she got it and is willing to be a contribution to the family and to society. And if your kid not being that, it's okay to tell them that they fucking been a bum. They need to get the fuck up and get off their ass and get something on their fucking mind. Because there's no way in the hell you're gonna sit here and keep baby balling in a motherfucker who got all the answers, but they ain't passed not 9 tests. Do you hear me? It's got to fucking stop. Say, man, really shit up. I'm my mama's child. Me and my mama hit his. Oh, whatever. That's just how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna go. But at the end of the fucking day, one thing she can't say, I'm a bum. I'm out here leeching. I'm out here not handling business. I'm not out here somebody that can be respected and is respectable. I'm somebody who can be a role model of character. Y'all don't worry about my mouth. That's the problem. Don't worry about my words, worry about my actions. I really like that in real life. So just know, and that's the thing. I'm not trying to be nobody's role model, but I'm somebody that you can patent certain shit after when it comes to just being somebody who out here trying to be something and do something. I'm not gonna sit around not making nothing happen, providing for my family ass nigga. I'm not that. Start there. I ain't the richest, I ain't the poorest. Listen, I'm between driver and reverse, baby. I'm neutral. Do you hear me? Big ears in the chat. But that's here nor there. Hear me? It's here nor there. End of the day, I understand that shit happens in life. And when those things happen as a parent, you want to prove that you're your child's hero. And that's what we're designed to do, is protect, provide, and make sure that our kids are well at all times. I 100% get that. But how many times do something gotta happen before you understand either it's gonna change or I got to stop something?
Shit like that.
Maybe you're adding on and you're contributing unintentionally by enabling with all these fucking yeses, or all these I got it, or all these I'll do it, or all these, hey man, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. See, it's got to come to a place where you got to choose you and your health, your mental stability, and the things that you know you got to continue to live out for whatever time you got left here on this earth. Sometimes the best fall be the fall that takes a little time to get up, because you got a little time to sit down and think as you're on your way trying to find a way to get your air and your legs back up under you. Some of y'all really got to stop doing and taking away the journey and the testimony that people have to go through in order for them to be the person that God's trying to mold them to. Y'all got to stop doing that. Y'all got to stop interrupting God's work, man. Y'all really do. A lot of y'all got a bad habit of doing that, bro. Sometimes it's best just to step away and act like you don't see it. Because this is the realest thing I can tell y'all. When it comes to the case of you And what you've done, if you know you've done it and you've done enough to the capacity that you were supposed to do it for the assignment, you don't have to go out here putting yourself in nothing extra. You really don't. You owe your kids enough to get them to a certain age of understanding, wisdom, respect, moral, and conduct. If they don't get it by that certain age, society will make them learn the hard way. And there's no saving somebody what society do. So you can only preach for so long. You can only lecture for so long. You can only go out your way to tell your child the consequences of something so long until they run into it. And once they run into it, I'm a firm believer. The first time, you look out for them. But the second time, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out. Because if we doing things twice that we know is wrong, it's sanity. It's just no fucking way. We're going to keep repeating the same cycles over and over again. Because now, me helping this time is saying that, oh, I'm going to keep helping every time you do this. As I told you after the first time, I'm not. So you have to stand on business when it comes to real shit to protect your peace is just that. Having to step the fuck away and remove yourself because you know you can be the resolution.
Shit like that. Shit like
but
that. Shit like
what
that.
sacrifices
Shit like
that resolution
shit like
often come with, G? Sir or ma'am? How often are you going to keep being the resolution and being the only person sacrificing and losing in the process? Your hair falling out, your motherfucking skin looking bad, you're going out here, you're feeling like you're not doing what you need to do, you graying the fuck up, like you stressing your fucking self out, your blood pressure probably fucking high, borderline diabetic if you ain't already, legs and hands all feel funny and shit, eating weird. You fucking yourself up and don't even see it. Some of y'all got to understand it's okay to back away and look at what's going on from a distance and see what type of person they become. I didn't raise them to be this person. Some of y'all just need to see who your kid is outside of. See, you can never see the full picture right in front of it. Some of y'all got to step back, get at a good little whiff, see the whole dynamics, the dimensions, all the fine little details that you couldn't see from right in front of it. And then you will see, damn. Am I wasting my time or is this motherfucker just lazy? Does this motherfucker just not care? Or did they just think somebody gonna baby their ass all? Damn, I just gave this motherfucker all this money. They asking such and such for more money? Damn, you just left them kids over there because I said no. Just so you can go out and shake your ass or smoke a drink? Or go lay up with this man or woman? Some of y'all got to see this shit from the lens that's the fucked up version of it. In order to accept shit to protect your peace. I got 3 kids. As I'm about to close it out, G. I'm shut it down. I got 3 kids, homie. My oldest will be out here at some point in society, and I've done what I needed to do to kick shit to her the hard way all her life. I've been nothing but raw, uncut, unfiltered, and genuine with my daughter, right? I have 2 sons. One will be a teenager in a couple of years. One got a path to go, so I'm not worried about him right now. My job is just to gradually keep my eye on him and build him up. But this is what y'all need to understand. I can't control what my child goes out here and becomes. Especially when I know I've did nothing but sacrifice and provided. I can't control the character that she builds for herself outside of the character that I tried to help her mold to protect. I can't be held accountable for the things that she chooses to do that I've told her are wrong. I can't be held accountable for the fact that once she labels herself grown, there's nothing that I can tell her to the degree of how to live her life in her mind. Like a lot of us felt when we became of age, and we can get from under the wing a little bit. See, I love all my kids enough for me to tell them this. I got your back. I love you. You can get out here, you do everything I done told you don't do. It's fine with me. It won't be my life to live. And if you fuck up, depending on the degree of that fuck up, if I can help you the first time, I'm gonna help you. But you get out here and you keep doing it, you're fucked. You gonna sit in somebody's jail. You gonna sit on the side of somebody's road. You gonna be begging and pleading for some damn food somewhere. It sounds fucked up. Oh, you gonna do that to your chick? No. See, some of y'all got to understand this, man. In order for people to understand how good they had it, how they was really raised, they have to go without. They got to understand, damn, you really ain't gonna pick up the phone. You really ain't gonna talk to me. You really ain't gonna make sure I'm okay. No, I'm not. Because I gave you all the fucking steps to avoid everything that you've encountered. I gave you the fucking blueprint. You chose to throw it in the backseat and keep riding instead of at least getting halfway through it. See, a lot of us got to understand this, man. The way we were raised has nothing to do with the person we became or become. So if you got out here, you started doing wild shit, that's no slight to your parents. Those were personal choices. If you got out here, you started selling drugs and selling pussy, or stealing and robbing and killing and shooting and stabbing and all that. Now, I'm not saying certain people won't raise the fucked up families because we were, but we're talking about the people that know better. The people that were raised just good enough for everybody to know. I don't know why the fuck. So, you know you won't raise like that. We talking to them motherfuckers. End of the day, do what you know you need to do for your babies. But be strong enough to understand when it's time, you got to let them swim or sink. You got to if you push them out the nest, you can only hope the best. And that's not saying that's what I'm doing to my kids. I'm not pushing none of my kids out of the nest. But let me tell you something else. I've told my daughter in a nutshell, the moment you look me in my eyes and you feel in your heart and you say it with some disdain, I'm grown, I can go wherever I want to go, I can go live where I want to live, you put yourself out. You put yourself out. You put yourself into a grown woman's shoes. You put yourself in a grown woman's shoes. Because I guarantee you, the size that you thought they are, the motherfucker's a little tighter than you thought. It ain't gonna be no comfortable fit, baby. So some of y'all just gotta understand. If you know who you are, you know how you raised your kids, you know how you was raised, and you gave all of that, it's okay. And I know it may hurt the family, your children out here fucked up, and I pray for that. I sympathize for that. But you got to understand, you've done your part. And at any point, everything can be turned around, but they got to want to do it for them. On that note, I'm cashing. I think this is a fire one. We ended on a high note. Hey, say, man, it's your man, Mick, man. What, man? I ain't got time to throw that shit in there. Maybe in part 3 if I'm not doing no part 3 next episode. I'll probably, allegedly we got more we can talk about on that. But if I choose to do a part 3, it'll be later in this season. But that's here nor there. I am the Big Man. Woo! AKA Mickey J. Endless, AKA Mick Man. And this is another 5 episode, man. I hope I kicked shit on a high level for y'all, man. I hope y'all really took this, digested it, and just really you know what I mean, understood that what I'm saying is to inspire, not to discourage, man. Take these words with a grain of salt, but just know everything I say should just be a regular afterthought. Hey, say, man, big salutes. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Love each other. Don't stop. Don't stress or settle for less. I'm out, man.